The 1989 Ken Griffey Jr. is an extremely common rookie card from the 1989 Upper Deck baseball set. Now, there's a lot of stories to this card, really just the whole set in general. From the fact that it's the very first card in the very first baseball set that Upper Deck ever made, to the fact that it's probably easily the defining card of my generation, and just the junk wax era in general. When Upper Deck chose to make Ken Griffey Jr. the number one card in the set, he was one of, but not the biggest prospect in baseball. You had names like Gary Sheffield and Greg Jeffries who were right above him. He wasn't even really set to make the starting lineup in 1989, so companies like Topps and Score didn't even include him in the first sets they released that year. But higher-ups at Upper Deck actually asked a teenage employee who they thought should be the number one card. And because he was a Mariners fan, he said Griffey. And so Griffey it was. So, as I said before, the 1989 Upper Deck set isn't just known for the Griffey card, but it's also known for the fact that it was super high quality. It had high quality full color front and backs, and those weren't a given back in the late 80s. It had tamper-proof foil packaging, it had holographic stickers on the back of every card to fight counterfeits. They just had it all. And when you mix that with the fact that rival companies didn't even have a Ken Griffey Jr. card, this card just blew up, and it was huge. And I mean, why was it huge? You know who Ken Griffey Jr. is, your neighbor knows who Ken Griffey Jr. is. Anybody who was a baseball fan in the 90s knows who Ken Griffey Jr. is. He's one of the best players in the history of baseball. The guy was a household name. He was on TV commercials, video games, cereal boxes. The guy was just a huge star. When he finally got inducted into the Hall of Fame a couple years ago, he had a vote percentage of 99.3%. That was the highest ever at the time. He was massive. Here's a fun fact about this card. This uniform is completely edited to look like a Seattle Mariners uniform. In actuality, he's wearing a San Bernardino Spirit uniform, which, if you look back at it, has a black hat with a red star surrounding a white S. And if you look carefully, you can actually still see some of that red surrounding the S. They just missed it, or they just didn't care. I don't know. There's more fun facts that I can say about this card, like it's probably the highest requested card to be graded by sports card collectors everywhere, but the fact is, it's just really special, and it is just straight up one of my favorites.